the perennial questions. What are the big questions that humankind has always asked about themselves? Who am I? Where are we? Oh, you guys are right on. These are the perennial questions. Who are we? See how psychic you are? See how this thing works? Where do we come from? There it is, right there. Why are we here? And, well, now that we are here, how do we make things better for where we're going? Now, I'm a scientist. You all know that. I've worked a degree geologist. I do have a strong background in life sciences, which has given me the ability to talk about what I'm going to talk about, molecular biology, invertebrate paleontology, and math, physics, computer science, all those things that work together to help me. So that screen always says Gaia. And now, okay, now I've got it. Okay, I've got it now. So scientists, when they want to answer these questions, there's two different approaches. Some scientists, this one scientific approach says, we have to solve all of these problems. We have to figure out where did we come from, why are we here, how do we make life better? And once we do that, then it's going to tell us who we are. That's one scientific approach. Well, if you follow that approach, that could take how long? Like a few more centuries maybe? I don't know. There's another approach that says if we explore our potential, if we embrace who we are, and bring the extraordinary potential that we have into our lives, that is going to lead us to the answers of the big questions. Once we fully embrace what it means to be a human, walking this earth, it's going to tell us where we come from. It's going to tell us why we're here, and it's going to tell us exactly what we need to do to make life better. Does that make sense? Can you see different ways of thinking? So there's a lot of resistance to doing this. They're both good. I prefer this. We are such, you and I, we are such extraordinary beings. And the mainstream media and main pop science, what I call pop science, has a way of denigrating humans, making us feel like we're the mistake on the planet, like we are the scourge of the earth, and that humans are, you know where it's going. You see it all the time. Rarely are we told how precious our lives are and how rare it is for a life form to be able to do what you do, to self-regulate your own biology, to heal your own biology, to reverse the conditions that destroy your life into conditions that give you life. Very consciously on demand. We're the only form of life that can sit down and say, in this moment, that's what I'm going to do. Other forms of life may do it by instinct. We do it consciously on demand. No other form of life can do that. So I prefer to explore who we are and where we're going. Now, as a scientist, what I can tell you is this. The new science is telling us in these very obscure, highly technical publications that very few people get to see, that you are absolutely not what you've been told, and you are absolutely more than you probably have even allowed yourself to imagine. There is a new philosophy that is emerging, and it's a very cool philosophy that says our creations, the things we create, our consciousness informing itself of itself. Now think about what that means. We think when we write books, I'm a musician when I'm not doing this, we're creating music, you go to Hollywood and you see the movies, we think those are diversions. What if they're not diversions? What if they are consciousness, the way that consciousness communicates with itself? Because all of those creations are there because consciousness put them there. And if this is the way, one of the ways that consciousness is informing us, look at what we're drawn to. Look at the things, what are the most popular themes that we see out there? Although the films, the movie, I'm going to take Hollywood for example. Many different films, but there are common themes. Remember when The Matrix came out? And then all of a sudden after The Matrix, there's a movie about the Inception. Remember Inception, about dreams within dreams within dreams. And Avatar came out telling us about our relationship to the earth. And The Matrix was about our relationship to a field of energy that we can't see, but it influences our everyday lives. What are those films telling us? So right now, you tell me, what are the films that our young people are being drawn to today, right now? Superheroes that have powers within them that we identify with in one form or another. The power to defeat evil, for example, or powers to bring forward superhuman abilities, which many of them which you already have. You have the ability for super memory, super cognition. You have the ability for remote viewing. You have the ability to self-heal, to self-regulate your biology, and to apply that in your everyday life. So maybe this is the way consciousness is reminding us of these things.